Hello everyone, welcome back to Brazil. Today is a cup match. It's the first leg of the third round, if I'm getting that correct. I am indeed, of the Copa Continental do Brasil against Avaí. It's an away leg, so it's going to be trickier than it would be, of course, if we were at home. But let's go straight into the match screen and let's find out who's going to be playing for us today. Straight away we can see there's a little bit of an issue here at centre back because our centre back partner for Schurz, Diego Carlos, not really feeling it today. Being as it's a cup match and we can afford to rotate slightly, I'm going to throw Cuesta in there. We're well used to using him in the team. The only other player that really needs looking at is Hulimar. He's on a red, which is not good normally. So let's see what the options are in replacement to him. We could play Suarez on the left-hand side. He's got slightly more speed. He's a better dribbler, but he lacks the strength that Hulimar possesses. Of course, if he's able to utilise that speed to his advantage, it won't necessarily matter if he hasn't got quite as much of that power. Alternatively, we could go old school. We could play Lopez on the left hand side and bring William Potka in on the right, but I feel like giving Suarez a run out, so let's throw Suarez in at the deep end, so to speak, and I think that's probably going to do it. I don't want to upset the apple cart too much. No need to worry ourselves unduly where it comes to making massive wholesale changes. So I think that's going to be it for the changes that we're going to make for this match. Kits look good to me, so let's kick straight off and get into the action of the third round of the Brazilian Cup. As you guys will remember, I said last week I'd love to be able to pull off a quadruple. It's very early on in the season to be talking about things like that, but I do think that the two-legged way that the Cup in Brazil is structured does benefit the stronger teams. Cup competitions like the FA Cup benefit from a single elimination format because that allows upsets to happen, but it's very unusual for a very good team to go out to a slightly less talented team over the course of two legs. I think you see that in things like the Champions League right up until the final. Champions League is a two-leg knockout affair, and normally you do see, although there are exceptions, you do normally see the stronger teams prevailing in that competition. So here we go. We're going to be shooting from right to left in this first half. Ball was played long and picked up by the centre-back Schurz, who moves it out to the left, gets it back, and now we're looking to exploit the right hand side. Cuesta with the ball plays it into Nonato, being crowded out by four Avaí players here. Moved into the centre to Rodriguez, ball forward to Velasco, plays it back to Rodriguez, into Guerreiro. Lovely take from Guerreiro. Oh, it's just wide, but that was a lovely control from Guerreiro. Holding down the R2 button allows you to take the ball in a variety of different ways. You see how he turned on the ball there and trapped it with his ball facing towards the touchline. And the finish, it was a low daisy cutter, just barely grazing the post there as it went wide of the mark. And now it's a goal kick to Avaí, but that's a good start from Inter, showing their teeth early on, making the opposition aware of the fact. Oh, hello. Suarez nearly in there. Stay alert for chances like that. We can pick up a loose ball potentially. Out wide. Here's Mosquera. Plays the ball in. It could be a chance. It is. It's a goal for Avaí. And have I perhaps counted my chickens far too early? Luanzinho with the early goal. And that's really put a cat amongst the pigeons here. It was easy pickings for him, really. And now Inter have got a little bit of work to do if they're going to progress from this stage of the competition. I did say earlier that maybe I was counting a little bit too early on this competition. But maybe now we're seeing that there was some truth in the old adage, don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Here's a ball in, not quite managing to catch hold of it, and Joe now on the ball looking to release, plays it back. Here's a long forward ball, Cuesta underneath it. He's a good header of the ball. Intercepted, Salvi picks it up at left back and he'll be looking to get rid as soon as he can. Long ball forward, and this big centre forward is causing trouble for Inter. He's a big rangy fella, you can see him there, Joe. Nonato, Guerrero, into Lopez, into Guerrero, and the ball's nicked off of his toes, otherwise he would have taken a shot, you think. Guerrero doing a good job winning that header against the big man Joe. Nonato out wide to Mailton, who's got a man right ahead of him, so he plays it back to Cuesta. No run from him though. Was expecting a run from the fullback. Now he makes the run, all too late. Suarez! Oh, it's an opportunity that's gone begging. But again, Inter showing that they are capable of scoring a goal. Again, I'm not sure if away goals count for anything in this competition. Oh, that's lovely. That's very nice. Right up until the final touch. Velasco took a long-range shot. Looked like it was on target, but it didn't have anywhere near the power to trouble the goalkeeper in the end. Schurz chases back and collects the ball. Rodriguez now at the base of midfield, looks up. He's looking for somebody to pass to. He finds Guerrero. Shot, deflection. It's gone behind for a corner. A little bit too early for Inter to be getting quite so desperate to be trying shots from that kind of range. But it has paid off in the form of a corner. So here's Velasco. He'll be standing over the ball, ready to take corner. Outswinger with his right foot. In it comes. Lopez goes for the header. Can't quite manage it. Iago. Guerrero just moves the wrong direction. Couldn't read the intention from the left back. Nonato wins the header. Here's Lopez. Into Suarez. Can't keep hold of the ball. The strength of somebody like Hulimar at a time like that would have been absolutely vital. Chance! Oh, it's gone wide again. Guerrero is not firing on all cylinders today. The relief is there is a second leg and it is at home, so if Inter were to go down to a 1-0 defeat, it wouldn't necessarily be over for them today. Lopez into Guerrero, looking for the return ball. He finds it. Here's Suarez. Chance for Guerrero, and it's in the back of the net. And wouldn't you know it, it's the big man up front, Paulo Guerrero, the Peruvian hitman. I've probably got that horrendously wrong, but I do believe he is Peruvian. And he's levelled it here at Avaí. Lovely pass there by Guerrero from deep. Lopez feeds it into Guerrero. He looks up, takes one touch. Here we go again from the reverse angle. First time touch. It's opened up the defence. He hits it left-footed and it just avoids the calf of the defender there. A slight sliver of fortune in the goal, but still it's 1-1 and Guerrero really won't care whether there was fortune in that goal or not. All he cares about is getting his name on the score sheet, and all that Inter will care about now is making sure that they don't concede another goal. And immediately the ball's back out here on the left-hand side, and there's another opportunity for Joe. Avi apparently able to attack at will, but once they had the 1-goal advantage, they were more than happy to sit back. Mailton now into Rodriguez. Velasco. Nonato. Finds Guerrero. Over the top to Suarez. He'll get onto this. Velasco. Lopez. It's 2-1 to Inter. The comeback is complete inside 46 minutes. It's a first half comeback from Inter. And Nico Lopez is the scorer of the goal. A lovely finish. Had no right to score from that kind of angle. The goalkeeper seemingly with all of the angles covered, but it was that through ball there to Velasco, and then the pass into Lopez, who beat the goalkeeper at the near post. Goalkeeper is visibly frustrated. Here's that ball, and there's the finish, beating the keeper at the near post, as we said. And it's 2-1 now to Inter. Things are looking a little bit more comfortable for the reigning champions. And right on the stroke of half-time, we take a look at the scoreline and we can see that it is Inter 2, Avi 1. It's not been all their own way. Avi scoring with their only shot of the game so far. Inter able to get off 8 shots of their own, 4 of which were on target, 2 of which ended in goals. Look at that passing stat there. Very happy with that. And the possession's been superb as well. We just need to make sure that we don't allow any more chances for the Avi strikers, because they have shown that they are absolutely viciously brutal where it comes to their efficiency at taking opportunities, especially from floated crosses. So we're going to have to try and keep Joe quiet if we can. Here's Nonato. Out to Mailton. Will he look to try and get past his man and get across into the box? Potential foul there. He's kept hold of the ball though, and there's a crossing coming. Header, Guerrero, he's scored again. It's 3-1. That is about as perfect of an attacker's header as you will see today. He heads it powerfully down into the ground. It's a textbook header from the striker. Look at this hard work by the right back, getting up, keeping hold of the ball, an absolutely inch-perfect cross, and then Guerrero with a real striker's finish, heading the ball powerfully into the ground. The goalkeeper never stood a chance. For any kids watching, that is how you attack the ball. That is how you score a header as a striker. Of course, I would know that because I'm a much lauded international football player myself, aren't I? Yeah, of course. I don't just sit in my room playing Pro Evolution Soccer all day. Oh wait, I do. Ignore me. Lomba with the goal kick now. He's going to distribute out to the right back, Mailton, who chests the ball to control it, brings it forward. To Rodriguez now. Now Velasco plays it forward into Suarez. Into Guerrero. He's not going to get there though. Nuno managing to cover the ball. Joe is such a presence up front. He can win pretty much any header you like. Even when he's at a seeming disadvantage, he seems to somehow use his strength and his sheer height to his advantage. Oh, that's lovely. Velasco might get onto this. No, he's overrun it. That's slightly annoying, but there we go. There's an overlap. Mosquera, he's going to look to get another one of those crosses in. Iago does pretty well to get a foot onto the ball. He disrupts the flow of the player. Here's a ball into the box. Joe wins the header again. It's knocked down. That's a dangerous weapon he's got there, the header from Joe. He just knocked it down for one of his support players to have a go at. And Inter escape. And now the counter is potentially on for Inter. And here's Suarez. He's on his own. He's got Bonifacio to his side. And oh my word, he's absolutely fluffed his lines there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Not sure Hulimar would have done such a thing. But there we go. Not a trace of the R2 on there, unfortunately. Thought I'd just hit it with power, and it didn't work out for him. Suarez having a bit of a difficult game on the left, I think it's fair to say. We may well leave him on for the remainder of the match. Just give him a chance. Here he is again. Can he control the ball? Oh, I'll tell you what, that's very good defending. Risky. If he'd caught it slightly wrong, it would have been an easy free kick and possibly even a red card as the last man. Ball played up to Lopez here. Into Guerrero. Plays it through to Suarez. Knocks it over the top for Guerrero on the return ball, but he hadn't continued his run. Oh dear. Rodriguez completely missing the header. And the resultant nodded on ball, very nearly doing some damage. Here's Rodriguez again. Tries to find Guerrero. He's battling with his defender. He can't win that contest, unfortunately. Ball played forward. Cuesta's on top of that. An adventurous through ball. It doesn't quite pay off, but you love to see those kind of passes attempted. When they come off, they can be spectacular. Let's have a look at if we can make any changes, or if indeed any changes are required. This team doing pretty well so far. The fullbacks not attacking overly much. I am tempted to bring on William Potka. It will be at the sacrifice of a little bit of speed. And I know I said that Suarez was possibly going to get the whole game, but I have changed my mind, and William Potka now coming on for him. He's going to be playing in the right forward role, with Lopez moving over to the left-hand side. Let's see if Potka can make an impression coming on from the bench. Mailton to Nonato. Here's Lopez. Knocked in. Guerrero couldn't get his head to the ball. He was trying to knock it on to Potka. Couldn't quite manage it though. Here's the ball forward. Lovely, lovely, well won that header. Velasco, Potka, Guerrero. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it. It's a shame. Rodriguez doing his best to try and get to the ball, but he can't quite manage it. He's beaten all ends up there. Scara, he's going to look to try and get a cross in if he can. No, he finds a good ball to Bonifacio, but Schurz, ever dependable, wins that ball. And here's Potka on the left wing, not where he was asked to play at all, but he's seemingly popping up where he needs to. We are playing a flexible system, so he... Oh, hello, that could be good for us. Goalkeeper with a very interesting clearance. Oh, and Potka very nearly winning the ball again. If he's going to be that effective for us, he can stay out there for the rest of the match if he wants. Mailton collects the ball. Here's Nonato now into Velasco. Lopez. Lopez seemingly just standing there waiting for the ball to come to him. He's going to have to be a bit more proactive than that. And there we go, that's the final score today, 3-1 to Inter. They carry a healthy lead into the second round of this, the second leg of this round of the Cup. Avaí will be really disappointed after what was a fantastic start for them, going ahead on the 10th minute thanks to the aerial power of their centre forward. But Guerrero and Lopez between them managed to haul Inter back into the game, and in the end, as I said, it ended 3-1 to the visitors. Possession a little bit more even in the second half, but the passes on the side of Inter, clearly. Good ratings for most of the players. Marcelo Lomba only getting a 5, Donato only garnering a 5, and Potka really didn't have much time to do anything when he came on, so he got a 5 as well. Guerrero, the man of the match for today, 7.5 rating. Nobody came close to him. 6.5s for Velasco and Mailton, the other two men to make a little bit of a difference. And Lopez, of course, on 7, thanks to that goal that he managed to get for himself today. Here's the rest of the results from the first leg of the third round. Of course, being as it is the first round, sorry, not the first round, the first leg, no further news as to who's going through. No more eliminations is what I probably should have said. There we go. Okay, so next time, tomorrow, Tuesday, we will be returning for the return leg of the third round of the Brazilian Cup against Avaí. A 3-1 lead. Let's see if we can do that first leg justice and carry it through to a win. We've had an offer for a player, Patrick Getafe. Want Patrick for £3.7 million. He's valued at 5.8 with a release fee of 7.5. Let's have a quick look. He is deteriorating, so that wouldn't... I think that's too little, really. I think if they want to sign Patrick from us, they're going to have to offer us at least his market value, although I suspect that he'll probably be useful for us for this season. So I don't know. I think they'd have to get pretty close to release fee for me to consider letting him go, especially considering that we would have to bring in a replacement for him. And there are other parts of the team that we're looking to refresh come the next transfer window anyway. So we're probably going to reject that. In fact, I say probably. We are going to reject that. And that, as they say, that's everything for this episode. As I said, next time we'll be coming back for the second leg of the third round of the Brazilian Cup against Avaí. We take a 3-1 lead into that game. Again, I have no idea whether or not away goals count, but if they do, we've put ourselves in a pretty good position. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.